Hello again everyone, my name is Ann and I'm the home bartender. Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to bring you today's cocktail because it uses two of my most favorite rums, and that is why when I saw it on the menu at Bootlegger Tiki, I didn't even look at any other cocktails. But I was hesitant because I am not a coffee drinker, and the cocktail I chose has Mr. Black liqueur in it. In fact, I don't even like the way that coffee smells. Sorry, coffee drinkers, but I couldn't pass this one up. I'm making a cocktail today that I have only had once at Bootlegger Tiki in Palm Springs, but I came home right away and I started reconstructing it and trying to make it work and figure out what that recipe was all about. So honestly, I don't even know if this is their exact recipe. I'm really not sure, but I know that it is damn close. So today's cocktail is called the Mr. Bird. Let me give it a try for you now and give you some tasting notes. Oh, God, it's so good, you guys. I can't say enough about the Mr. Bird cocktail. It's amazing. You know that I love a cocktail that has a good evolution, and the Mr. Bird does not disappoint at all. The mint is on top and so refreshing right there. I think that always makes a cocktail look really inviting. But what's really interesting to me about this cocktail is that coffee notes in there. They're tamed by the passion fruit along with the lime and the orange juice that are in the cocktail. But the Mr. Black gives it a chocolate base note and it has a really great finish, and then that's gone. Therefore, you get all those juices right up front. And I love the use of Plantation Rum. Of course, you know I love that rum, and we're using that today. They could have just gone with pineapple juice if they wanted to, but they didn't. They used that rum instead, and that makes it super interesting. It's kind of a bit of a theme for Bootlegger Tiki, and that's a big deal right now. Like the Jungle Doctor, also on my channel with Dr. Bird Rum, but they use Jaffard's Caribbean pineapple liqueur there instead of pineapple juice. And altogether, this cocktail has an amazing evolution and it's just so good. I'm super excited to show you the ingredients and go through those with you next. Alrighty, we have a lot to get through, so let's get going. We're gonna start with ½ an ounce of Orgeat. I'm using Liqueur & Co today. I always try and start with the ingredients that are the thickest and the cheapest. So ½ an ounce of Orgeat into the shaker. ¼ ounce of passion fruit syrup or puree. I'm not actually sure if Bootlegger Tiki uses passion fruit puree or juice, but I like to use the passion fruit syrup instead. This will lend a little tartness to the cocktail and a natural fruit flavor. Like I said, I do prefer to use this syrup to keep the tart flavor down a little bit, but you still get that in the cocktail, but it's not very dominant. And I do have a video on how to make the passion fruit syrup if you want to see that. Next is ¾ of an ounce of John D. Velvet Falernum. Next, we're going to use ½ an ounce of lime juice, an ounce of orange juice. I fresh squeezed Cara oranges this morning. If you can find Cara oranges for your cocktail, use them. They have this natural sweetness that's richer and not as much on the tart side as like a navel orange. They go really great in tiki cocktails. ¾ of an ounce of Dr. Bird Jamaican rum. This is my favorite rum right now. It's funky, it's fruity, it's amazing. You probably already know it's finished in a Muscatel wine cask, and it's just something you really have to experience. I have a couple cocktails on a channel that I use it in, and I'll put a playlist at the end of today's video so you don't miss them. Okay, let's see, next up, the thing that is always king in tiki for me is pineapple of some kind. So we're using ¾ of an ounce of Plantation Pineapple Rum. Bootlegger Tiki goes with pineapple rum instead of pineapple juice, which is such a great combo here. If you want to see a great cocktail while I infuse that pineapple rum and boost the flavors, check out the pineapple Negroni card. I'll put that up in a little bit later in my video, but it's so good. Followed by, here we have ¼ ounce of Mr. Black. Not very much. I do remember asking them at Bootlegger Tiki how much they used, and I think they said a half an ounce, but you can do that. You can use the half an ounce if you want, but for me, I'm just gonna go with a 1/4 ounce. That is perfect. Okay, let's get a bit of ice in there. We're just gonna dump this over the top. Get a little bit more ice in the glass. Now let's get a little Surfside sips. I'm thinking black one would look best for now. I'm going to use one of these little dehydrated sweetened orange wheels that I got from Trader Joe's. They're really good and they're edible. And then a little dehydrated lime wheel that I have. Tuck those all in. A little stir stick from Bootlegger Tiki. Let's get a little mint. Ooh, nice. That is the Mr. Bird. I know that the Mr. Bird cocktail has a lot of ingredients, but that is Tiki for you. They have a lot of ingredients and that's what makes them so good. But this one in particular is really interesting. It's a fabulous cocktail, so save this one for when you do have everything you need to make it. You will not regret it, you will completely enjoy it. That's it for me today. Click on one of the cards if you need or want great tips on passion fruit syrup and how to make it. Subscribe on the way out and check out one of the playlists that are coming up. I think you'll find some great cocktails in there with Dr. Bird rum and Plantation Pineapple Rum. I know that you will enjoy something in there. So see you next week at my home bar when we'll make another intriguing cocktail to impress your friends with. Until next Friday, be well.